What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore Teehee Valley from no, not Pokemon. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I got so used to doing Pokemon that I just say that now. Okay. So this comes to us from a commission from one Eden Kais, and it's not part of a project to restore the soundtrack, it's just for that one song. Unless someone else commissions another song. So anyway, I'm going to drag in my MIDI now. Select MIDI out with Fruity LSD. And then we're going to select our DLS file. Okay. Now let's play. Welcome. Oh, that must be Eden. Welcome, Eden. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, glad you could make it. Yeah, you'll get to offer your feedback. Almost sounds like Banjo-Kazooie a little bit. Nice. It has a little polka thing going on. Alright, so the first thing we have is let's see. We have our pan flute. I know this is the pan flute already. So, this comes from the Roland sound canvas. So we'll go and select edit on part 1, turn off the reverb, and then select pipe and pan flute, wherever that is. Oh, there it is. All right. And then we'll go turn up the volume to 150%. Bump up the volume. Yeah. Okay, so now let's just literally copy this whole line because it's all pan flute. Didn't really care for the 3DS version of the track. Yeah. Sometimes they just, after the 2000s, they just didn't really stay faithful to. Let's go find first empty and call it melody. And then we'll drop this into our sound canvas. And we can remove this space here. Go and Control A to select everything. And then we'll go move this over here, but that also means that we have to signify the downbeat here. Do 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 do. Okay. So this is our melody. Let's hear it in action. Nice. Awesome. Welcome Mario the musical. Oh, that's you're Kirby. Yeah, I remember. You changed your name a couple times. Sounds like something from the Wild West. Ooh, yeah, that's true. It does have that sort of saloon vibe. But actually, I think part of the reason you're thinking it sounds like the Wild West is because it sounds a little similar to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. If you listen to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack, that really like shaped the way people perceive the Wild West to have sounded. But it also does kind of sound like a saloon piano a little bit. That doom 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 doom, a little bit like that. But I think it also does sound a little bit like Ennio Morricone. for this version the most. Pan flute is just nostalgic. Yeah, the pan flute is a really good sample. Actually, it's really nice, breathy, like very deep, lots of overtones and details. It's a beautiful sample, a beautiful collection of samples, I should say. Okay, so now let's move on to the next thing, which is we have our bass guitar. And I don't think this is supposed to be, not supposed to be echoes, it's actually duplicate notes. Yeah. So let's just copy this whole line, because I don't think we're changing it all. Okay, so let's copy this whole thing. And then we'll go, let's find first empty and call it bass. Now this bass is from the, let's see. Let me go get my contact. This bass is from the Roland Guitar and Bass CD. And it's the same sample as from the sound canvas, so they probably use the sound canvas, but this one is just a bit higher quality. Because one thing I discovered when I was working on, like at the end of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, is that I can't even really find it right now. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Is that the most of the samples in the sound canvas were also released on CD, and they were higher quality because CDs can hold more space. So there's actually, you can find the same samples just in even higher quality on the CDs, even if they were used the sound canvas. So this is also the same one that was used in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, I do believe, but I think they applied some distortion on it. They definitely applied some like distortion on it for this game, because it's really like raw in this one, and there it's like got almost sounds like it comes from an amp, which is probably because when they put it in the game, they just purposefully put it in at low amplitude so that the game would have to distort it to bring it up. So, or something like that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to drop this into track 2. Actually, let's keep it at because we only have 2 other instruments on contact, so I don't think we really need, but we might need multiple instances. So let's just keep contact at no track, and then we'll set this to use no. We'll go into our processing inputs, and select this one to use channel 2 so that we can keep the numbers the same. Okay, so let's paste this here. So cool. Yes, I'm glad you enjoy it. This is like some nice sample history, little history things. Okay, so Alt-C will change this to channel 1. Now this is gonna be in track 2, and we're just going to add some saturate. Well, actually, I find that for the Game Boy's kind of saturation, the Wave Shaper actually works best. So let's use that. Okay, now the only difference here is like it doesn't have that noise of the GBA. So it's a lot cleaner, and it's got a shorter loop point in the game. So it's not really good, and we're not really going to get that noise without using some kind of compression thing. But if I recall correctly, often the saturation knob does introduce some of that noise. But in the bass, because there's not enough harmonics, it just makes this buzzy sound. It doesn't really do much in the way of like adding noise. But on like the treble, more trebly stuff, it does tend to add noise. But I think though just the wave shaper works well here. But we can also kind of see what happens if I put an exciter on it. This exciter only distorts the high frequencies. Or it distorts the highs and lows separately. Yeah, see, it doesn't really do much. But I do like having that sharp distortion on there at the top. Okay, now let's add a chorus. And let's turn it to half power. Just sounds kind of nice to have a chorus on there. Nice. All right. Aren't there like two square waves in the left and right pan that give off that? Yes, there are, and that is at the bottom here. So we'll tackle that at the end. Whoa, that was trippy. Okay, yeah, these two are those two square waves. So we'll tackle that at the end. We're gonna go in chronological order here. And let's see, we don't have any, oh, we do have some actual volume information here for the flute. I forgot about that. Oh, these are echo notes. Okay. That explains why it sounded like echo notes in the bass, because this thing is actually creating the echoes, and here it's like, and it's creating echoes here. And what he's doing here is using a long note, but using jagged volume automation so that it goes down in stages rather than just a smooth jump down to create sort of an echo. Okay, so that means, first thing we need to do is go and remove all of these echo notes, and I think they're pretty predictable. Like, see, it's like kind of obvious which one. Oh wait, I have to. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious which ones are like, so it just gets a little foggy here. Yeah, okay, so I can handle that. Okay, so without using the volume, I can just go and remove those. So now we just have to go in here and just everywhere you see like a duplicate, just kind of remove it. And it might be a little bit tough because the interval changes. So once we replace this with a, let's see. Okay, so here, let's see if it's no, it's actually a third of a step. So it's like 2/3 of or 3/3 of a step later. So that means it's like a whole step. Yeah, basically. But then over here, it's actually even smaller. This echo was like a half a step. So it is changing quite a bit. And yeah, it's like, and see here, this one is like way later. So I think it goes from being, it's usually a half a step here. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's like a half a step, but it kind of changes, so it's difficult to say. And I think he's mostly just using that to fill in the rests, because that's what they did in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Like where he wanted to put a rest anyway, he just puts a an echo. But then these are like really weird because they're like just like right in the way. Is this supposed to be? And I wanted to make sure that that double note over there was actually No, that's an echo too. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I want to check on this one. So I think this is just another note. I'm not really sure for this part, so let me go and check on that, but I know this one is going to be. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Do, 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 do. So this is like a repeat of the end, so we can really just trim it down to here and put that repeat in the playlist again. Let me see, are any of these like repeats? Because, let's see. I think this is a repeat. But this one has this thing at the end. Although I think that's just an echo. Yeah, I forgot about that. Wait a minute. Was that an echo or did I remove that one already? No, I forgot about that one. All right. Now let's go and we're gonna add this one to our, let's name it pan flute first. Okay, and then we're gonna give it a mixer track. And in that mixer track, we're gonna add a saturation knob. Actually, let's try let's see if just the what's it called? Wave shaper works for this whole thing too. Like for every track. Does it work better? Nice, I think it does. It also sounds like there's a little bit of attack on it. Yeah, it sounds like there's some attack on it. So let's go introduce some attack. Not that much. Maybe like 5. Yeah, that's a little too much. This is a very sensitive knob. It's also got, sounds like the fundamental is like quieter. And then there's like that second, that third frequency is like louder. Whoops. No, I don't think we need to zero in that much because I need this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get those high frequencies up too. Ooh, that sparkles. I think that's a little bit too much air though. And I think we're pushing the wave shaper a little too hard. It's supposed to be a little soft patch. Now let's get some chorus on it too, actually. And I want it to be a slow chorus so it's not as noticeable. And for this one too, I forgot to make this one a little slow. Okay, now let's try to add a delay to this so we can mimic the delay that is in the notes. Man, that sounds so good. Thank you. Glad we're off to a good start. Let's set the feedback level to 20, I guess. Or 15%. And we can set this to like, what was it, half a step? It was just half a step. Now let's do 1 step. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Give it some diffusion too. Lovely. Nice. All right. So that's sounding great. Let's give it some reverb. Let's do a reverb bus. Some subtle reverb is always nice to place it, sort of make it sound physical. Call this reverb, dock this to the right. And let's do for TSCR 1R. What kind of environment are we in? We're in a valley. Okay, so this will probably be a long reverb since we're in a valley, if it's called Teehee Valley. So we want just a little, let's give the right click and route to this track only. Yeah, there we go. Hey man, I wanted to say I loved your trial of mana restoration. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Paragraph. Welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoy the music. All right. And yeah, we have a good reverb going. I don't want to put it on the bass because the bass gets no reverb, usually. And this will be called guitars, since the only other thing we have that uses contact is another guitar. Okay, so now let's go back to our bass. I think yeah. This one, what is the interval here? I think it's in thirds, actually. Yeah, this is like 4/3 of a step. Or a 2/6 of a beat. But I think the delay thing is going to go in steps, so it's going to be 4/3 of a step. Dun 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 dun. And this one actually doesn't have any echoes, so remember we need to like disable it on bar 5. And here it goes into like this, what is it? It goes to 2/3 of a step. Wait, no, this is just 4/3 again because I'm zoomed out. So now I can't see. Ah, here we go. Okay, so then it just gets disabled on bar 5. But actually here, wow, it is different. So my original estimation was 2/3 of it, but this is actually 4/3 of a step. This is like 1, 2, okay, I can count it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/3 of a step and a little bit of change. So it's kind of a weird interval. Oh, actually, no, this is, wait. What is happening? I think I just changed my, so it is actually 4/3 of a step. This is 3/3 of a step, which I think he's only doing because it's like in the time, but he could have actually made it now. Maybe because it's like it's audible rhythmically, so we have to change the time here. Once we get to 6 and it's gonna get complicated. Okay, so basically it's changing here on that bridge back to 1. And then it goes back to 4/3 of a step. So it's 3/3 of a step on that bridge. But here it's actually the same. So it doesn't change there, but it does change on the second bridge. So you can remove this. And I think we didn't have one that's like didn't go anymore, did it? This bar 9 doesn't have any echoes either. So bar 5 and bar 9 has no echoes. So he's kind of doing this sort of some sneaky variations here. And this one, so bar 8, 9, and 11. No. Bars, what was it? Bars 5, 9, and 11. 5, 8. No, 5, 9, and 11 don't have any echoes. So, we continue on. 5, 9, and 11, and 13, no echoes. Ooh, and the echoes stop here, too. Wow. So we're gonna have to like map that. I'm just gonna go back and map that to the original notes and then bring it over here once the time comes to automate. Okay. And then we have this. That's the bridge. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so now we have the line raw with no echoes. Love the work you did with DKC's songs. Thank you, Clow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. All right. Now we have this. Let's go and give it. Let's call this bass for bass. Okay. Now let's give it some echoes. We'll start off with a nice 4/3 of a step, which a third in this case is going to be 16. If you look in the toolbar at the top left, it's going to be 16, but it's going to be 4 times 16. So that's going to be 16, 32, and then I think that's 48. Yeah. So it's like 1 step and a third. So it's a 1/16. I'm going to make this big. Maybe if I make this large, no, I can't resize this window. I need somehow to like get this. It's always hard to. I think there's actually like a shortcut for this. Like I can do Alt or something. No, maybe Control. Ah, yes, Control does it. You hold Control, you can more finely tweak it. Okay, now it's at 116. And let's give it a little bit of an offset. And let's set that to be about 15% feedback. This is going to mean 15% is how many echoes we have, or the percentage of echoes we have. Let's turn the wet to like right here, 35% roundabout. Give it some diffusion. And then sorry, Jan. As I said hello, I had a time back. You were something before I left? Oh no, not really much that I remember. I just acknowledged you, I think. Yeah, you say you're the I just said that you're oh yeah, I think you're the same guy that I've been talking to on Discord about this game, the Kirby guy. Where you changed your name. Anyway, let's sort of map out these changes because they're gonna be a lot more obvious than the pan flute. Ah, okay. Very nice. New name. Who dis? Alright, so let's map these changes. I want to note that this is like the 4/3 of a step, so it's gonna be a step and a third. So that's okay, we don't need to change it there, but let's denote. So here we'll disable the echoes because there's no echoes here. So it's disabled here. So let's go and map out sort of the on-off switch. No, that's the paint tool we don't want. We want to use the pencil so it goes within the grid. Okay. So there we have it disabled, and then we re-enable it again when we get to here. Let me turn this make this window smaller so I could easily switch. Okay, now, and then it's normal here, and then it's disabled on bar 5. And then it comes back in bar 6. And then when we get to here, it's still enabled, but the timing switches, so I have to remember that. But right now, we're just mapping the disabling of it. So it's disabled here. Comes back on 10. Disabled on 11. Comes back on 12. Disabled on 13. Comes back on 14. And then disabled at the last beat of 15. No, before that. Let me make sure that I'm selecting the right interval. No, I need my half beat. Okay. And then it comes back on 16. Goes out again on 17. And then that's pretty much it. Okay. So now let's grab this, cut it, and move this over to the base. And we'll just paste it here. But now FL Studio gives us this space that we didn't ask for some reason, so let's just delete that. Okay. Nice. Okay. And now we have some other changes here in regards to the timing. And those are a lot less frequent. We have a lot less frequent changes in time as we do like just disabling of the delay. But one of those happened, let's see, here. So here we have 3/3 of a step. So it's basically just one step. So we want to go here and let's right click the time knob and do edit events. And Control I to insert what we already have so that it stays that way in the first part. And let's change this to step. Well, no, we don't really need to do that. Let's see. But we do need half a beat. Okay, so here there's a line here that denotes one step. We just want to set this to be this line. Yeah. And then I think it returns back to normal, right? But I want to make sure that I'm returning it to exactly the same spot. Yes, okay. So no more changes lately. And then we have one more change here. So here it changes there again. And then changes back. Nice. Okay, now let's cut this stuff. And once again, paste it over to the base. Okay. Nice. See, here's one thing about Fruity Delay 3 is that you have to do keep pitch, or once it changes the time, it'll like do a pitch warble effect. It's sort of like a tape delay effect. That's what they did in the old days, I think. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that sounds good. Now we can move on to the next thing, which is, I think this is... we have some guitar here. And we also have some echoes on this too, so the echoes in this song are going to be the hardest part, I think. Like just removing all the echoes. Okay, so and I think this is the same thing over the whole course of the song. We don't have a lot of instrument changes, so that's easier. Let's copy this, and let's go to find first empty, call this guitar. And then we will paste this here. And this is going to go, we're going to put this in channel 2. And then we're going to load into Contact the, let's see. I made like a folder with this stuff here. We have our nylon string guitar from the guitar and bass CD, rolling guitar and bass CD. Now let's create a separate master output. And let's set that to be plug-in outs 3 and 4. Using 3 and 4 because it's a stereo output, so we need 2 output. We need 2 of them. And then we're going to go send this to 3. No, actually 4, my bad. So let's call this guitar. And before I remove all the echo notes, I want to go, because I know there's like multiple, there's just one more channel of guitar. So let's go and grab that first. And this is panned the other way, so that means we're going to need 2 instances of this thing. This is 22% left, so let's go and set 22L on here, roughly. And then we'll go and copy this layer. Oh wait, I need to copy it from the piano roll, otherwise it's going to overwrite what I made before. Okay. So now let's Alt-C to change. Wait, no, we want to set this to be channel 3. Yep, there should be 2 guitars. Yes, 2 guitars. All right. Okay, so oh, I need to actually add my 3rd guitar. Let's see. And this is the wrong octave. We need to go 1 octave up. Nice. And this, we want to put this second one also in that guitar nylon output. So now it's going to go to the same mixer track as the first one. Nice. Okay. So now I just want to remove all the echoes, and let me make sure I know which ones those are. Yeah, so it's pretty much doing that standard like do 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 do. So anything else is probably going to be an echo. Let's just get to removing these, and wait, no, that's going to be. And I think this goes in a pretty clear pattern, so we can go just repeat those. So see, this one right here is the same across all of them, so we can like repeat this. And it's really just changing pitch after that. So it's like all of these we can remove. I do believe it's just that same pattern. Yeah. And then we go copy, paste, move this here. I think we can just control B and it'll be the same. Not really. Oh, there is a little bit of space here. Let's undo that. And then, so instead of control B, we actually, because this one's actually going over the line a bit. You paste. Oh, wait, that still doesn't work. FL Studio is kind of bad at pasting things in time. So it'll paste things all over the place if you let it. And, yeah, so this is good. Nice. Ah, this one goes. Nice. Okay, that's enough of that. That's gonna get annoying. This is basically doing a, this is going G minor, and then, B flat major, and then F major, back to G minor. So it's doing like a, 1, 1, 5, 1, 3, no, yeah, 1, 3, 1, 3, 7, 1 in minor. That's kind of a common thing. I've heard that a lot before. Okay, so now this is really just the same word again, so we can just, we still have that phrase in our clipboard, so we can just, the side background note value always sticks out more. Well, yeah, that's the quiet notes are very important. That's true. Really makes the ambience. Okay, now FL Studio never pastes anything in the time where we want it, so we have to go and like correct that timing. There we go. And if we do that again, it's gonna paste it out of time again. So we have to go and drag this all the way to the beginning, and that corrects the time. Actually, to avoid all of this, we can just, because this is like repeating, so we can go ahead and remove this. Spider notes are very cool, always fun to pay attention to, yes. All right, so we can take this sort of cadence again. And did it paste it in the wrong time again, or did I think I found a fix for that? I guess if there's no notes obstructing it, then it doesn't paste it in the wrong time. Okay, and now we have a D sharp major, E flat major. So this is going like changing a little bit. This is going like 6, 7, 6th of the scale to the 7th of the scale. Whoops. That was a real note. Okay. Then this is going to repeat again, but actually you have to be careful because this is not a repeat. Look, there's like a unique note here. So we don't want to repeat that. Okay. Oh, forgot one here. Oh, here we go. Okay, now we have this one again. Ah, now we have the old 1671. This is the same chord progression that is in Gangplank Galleon, actually. Dun 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 only in a different key. This one's in G, the other one in Gangplank Galleon, it's D. Okay, so this is pretty much repetition, I do believe. But it's this one. Yeah, it's repeating this one. So we can go ahead and paste our G minor again. I know nothing about music, but definitely appreciate it. Ah, thank you, Pixie. Pixie Chew. That's tough to say. Welcome. Glad you appreciate. Respect the music. Oh, this is a different thing that I copied here. Whoa. Okay, so 2 bars of this. And then we have this, you can just really repeat this part again. And then you have this final, glissando here. Okay, so this is gonna be Just this repeated. Ah, nice. I am good at pronunciation. Alright, so this here completes it, and now I just want to go, I want to take this whole line and I want to go and paste it over the original to make sure that I haven't missed any surprise variations, because those do tend to sneak up on you. So if I did miss any variations, I'll see it here. Ooh, here's one. We have this note at bar 14, and this note is wrong. Okay. So at bar 14, we have this kind of thing going on. This one is supposed to be a variation, but I missed it. Okay. So this note here, I want to go and put that very delicately into here, but I need a smaller snap. Nice. Okay, and then the other inaccuracy was that this here is supposed to be there. Now if I copy this again, and I go back here, it should be all exactly the same, except for those echo notes. Very nice. Okay. Our line is perfect. Okay, now let's see, what again was that interval? We have 3/3 of a step, so it's basically just, no, that was a 3/2 of a step. So it's like a step and a half? Yeah. Okay, so let's go and we're gonna do our mixing for this. Let's give it a, oh wait, we need a wave shaper for this. Wave shaper sounded really good on the guitars. Ooh. Sounds like it has some chorus on it too. Chorus on there then. I can't remember where I've heard this chord progression before. Okay, that sounds great. Now let's go and set our let's see, delay. So we want a step and a half. That would be 124. And then let's set our feedback level to 15%. And let's set the wet to about 37%. Give it some diffusion and some offset. Maybe turn it down a little bit. Yeah, maybe 20% is more accurate. I don't want it to be very strong, and I want it to be quieter too. Oh, I heard a little bit of Country Roads in there, like when it goes down to like D sharp. It's like dun 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 dun, take me home. Country roads. Maybe it was just that chord that was triggering my brain. And I think this guitar sounds like it needs to have more delay on it. I mean, no, decay on the volume. So it needs to like, I don't know. It's like it should. What is this? Is this like a envelope? Oh yeah, you just have to kind of drag it. I think I want to drag this to like 3.5. It's sounding better. Maybe to 3. Or 2. Let's try a 2 on the other one. Nice. Lovely. Sam's doing. Ah, welcome. Welcome, Xavier Orange C. Welcome. I'm doing a Mario game. Yes, someone commissioned this song. So now this will be the first Mario song I've ever done. Pretty exciting. Okay. Now, I think this guitar is too bright. This is a very bright guitar patch. Let's turn it down a bit, but I don't really want to just turn all the highs down. Because I think there's like some specific frequencies here that are just too much. Yeah, like the presence. Whenever there's something like that going on, it's usually the presence is too much. But I think also we need like a high pass here and like take off the HQ option so that we can go like this. Yeah, just kind of, it's just pushing like this is just way too high. You're hitting up to 20K. Yeah, that's just unnatural. Okay, now it sounds more natural. And then you have a little more of this. That sounds good. Let's give this reverb. Nice. Big fan of both of you. Ah, thank you. Ah, yes, welcome. Not much, just whistling. Ah, yeah, I see. Nice. Okay. So, that sounds good. Let's move on to our drums. Drums are paying 25% to the right. And I have, let's see, I have these all as waves. Let's drag all these in here. So we have, that's not the one. We need the slap. The slap. Here we go. Need to turn this up. It's too quiet for me to hear for now anyway. Ooh, so crunchy. There we go. And let's go ahead and turn that 25% to the right. Now this one is the mute. And it's pitched. It's pitched differently. There we go. So let's put this down here, and yeah. Oh no, we'll just keep it at center. We'll just change the notes, really. Wait, was it the same note there? I think it was like, yeah, it's supposed to be pitched down this much. And actually, this is, it needs some attack, I think. Yeah. And I think it's like, also like, we need some we need to like bring out that tail. Nice. Now this one. Ah, so they really just like pitch them all at C. Either that or it's just a glitch, and I can't tell because I don't have the original recording. Personally, I like the drum part a bit loud. Low in the. Ah, okay. We can put it louder if you want. I can kind of stretch that a bit. Okay. So yeah, they really just pitched all these drums at C and used them as is. Either that, or maybe I have their it's wrong in the MIDI. It could be a MIDI mistake. Whoa! I just removed my. Oh, I gotta sign into you. Now, how do I get back to my stream? Because I don't know what happened. Here we go. Wow, how is this not letting me? That is so stupid. Why does YouTube design it? Like, horrible. Yeah, so I pretty much can't get back into my stream. I like closed out the window by accident. That is crazy. And I'm streaming, but like I don't see anybody's chat, which is a problem. So basically, it looks like we're gonna have to turn the stream off and on. Oh no, here it is. Now I got it back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's just bad design. Anyway, now that we're back on track, I really just was trying to make a new tab to hear Teehee Valley and see if like those are the actual pitches or if it's just a glitch in the MIDI. Yeah, you're right. They are really low. They're hard to hear. So okay, well we'll just play it by ear then. Now let's just copy this whole thing. Find first empty, call it drums. And these drums are recorded directly from the SC from the sound canvas actually. So that's where they come from. And I'm just going to put all these at C for now and then we'll investigate into that later. This one sounds a bit weird. Sounds really short. Why is it so short? Was the sample really that short? I think I just need to... Hmm. And all these are supposed to actually be 25% right. Yeah, it does seem like a weird pitch. I don't think that the original has it like that. I can kind of hear that low one. I think that's the right pitch. Yeah, I think it's just normal pitch. Okay, we'll roll with that for now. Okay. Now, let's go for these, let's go for these, square waves. Let's see what we got going on. And one is, so they're panned opposite ways, just like in Pokemon. And let's see the envelope here. There's no envelope, so that's fine. So let's create a new citrus patch. And then we will set that to be default, which defaults to a sine wave, but we'll make it a square wave. Yeah. Okay, now let's go and copy the one from the, because this is going to have all those echo notes in it, which we don't want. So let's just go and copy it from pan flute to the square wave. And this is going to be, we're going to want this to be really quiet. So let's turn it down. And down an octave. Wait, what happened? Wow, it just spontaneously switched. So stupid. Okay, and I think we actually... This is a thing in Citrus where it's pitched higher than is a normal concert pitch. So let's also... That just sounds weird. Like, it sounds... You have to do this, because there's... Yeah, there we go. That sounds more pure now. Okay. So we've got that, and this is going to be... We're gonna call this square. And then we're gonna put this in its own mixer track. And we'll add a saturation knob. Actually, let's try Wave Shaper again. Wow, that's loud. I forgot we need to bring this down to like 15 dB, is it? So it was in Pokemon. Actually lower, because it's really quiet in the original. Actually, I forgot, if a square wave is already distorted, so if you, it's like the actual, just fully full distortion. It is the wave of distortion, so if you distort a square wave, you really just get more square waves. But we can see some stuff coming in here. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. Nice, okay. So now let's pan this all the way to the left, and then we have another echo of this. So it's gonna have the same echo as the pan flute baked in there, and then we're gonna have another echo. And I'll see what that interval is right now. It's like 2 steps. Okay. So we have a 2-step delay on top of that. And so let's go and get our pan flute delay. And I'm going to save this as a preset. Just going to save it as untitled. And then going to go and add the fruity delay 3 here. Wait, no. I want to just load up this untitled. Now we have the same thing as the pan flute. So we have it as 1 step, and then the other echo is going to be 2 steps. So that means that it's really just, the other echo is just going to be a continuation. So all we really need to do is just up the level, double the level, which was at 15%. Now we're going to make it at 30%. And then we're going to do ping pong. Okay, but the only problem here is that the echoes that we want there, I think, are supposed to stay. First echoes are supposed to stay in the same panning. Because it doesn't really change. Yeah. And this is a very strong delay. Because the volume doesn't really change much. That means we're going to want to be like that. We'll put this back to 15%. Are the squares even needed now that you have a reverb on the pan flute? Yeah, well, it's debatable because we want to be accurate to the original. So we could just do more echoes on the pan flute and keep the reverb. But it's up to you, really. You're the one that commissioned this. So it's if you want if you want just more flute echoes instead of square, we can do that too. Just let me know. If that's the case, it would be the same basic process here. We just want to load up another delay. We can disable this. Load up another delay. So I will leave the decision up to. Okay, well, let's go and audition it, shall we? So we want another set of echoes. This one I'm going to offset it to the right, and let's do ping pong. Actually, let's keep it like that because it's going to ping pong it anyway. And we disabled our pan flute temporarily. Let's go ahead. And now to do that on the square, if we disable this, we would want to load up another delay and get untitled, and then now change this to ping pong. And then we do like that. And this will also be a stronger echo. So then we have this. And then in the original, it sounds like. So yeah, it really sounds like they're trying to, like they definitely wanted another one on the flute. Let's see the original recording, Valley. Let's see if you can actually tell that it's in there. Not really. So let's just roll with the pan flute echo then. I'm gonna go with that. And in some cases with Pokemon, well, in actually all cases in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, they actually detuned it to make it sound separate from the original, like the original echo. They would detune the Game Boy waves to make, but here they don't do that, so we don't have to do that there. So that sounds good. Let's go ahead and put it together now. So this is gonna go. Let's get our melody first, and now we're gonna want to change our snap to half a beat because this is gonna go here, and I think it's 2 bars ahead. Check, yeah. Okay, so that goes there, and then we're gonna add in our guitar. And then remember, during the loop here, we have this part going again, and then it loops. So that means we want this part. Yeah. I think there's a little fluctuation here, so let's make this unique. There's like a little bit of a leftover note, so let's remove that. Yeah. Nice. Sounding great, thank you. Now let's go and add in our bass. Actually, first, I want to look at this guitar because it's a little too bright still. And I think I really just want to like decrease the overall highs a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can go for our bass. Oh yeah. Now our drums. I never did give our drums a mixer track. That's true. Okay, and I think the next free one is 6. Uh-oh, look what we've got here. We're cursed now. Alright, let's call this bongos. And actually, I missed a part. I forgot about the tambourine in this song. We have a little tambourine line here. Separate track with the hi-hat. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. All right, so the tambourine we have here is from the Ensoniq TS10, which is coincidentally the same tambourine was used in Donkey Kong Country 3 for the SNES. That's how I confirmed it. Okay, and let's go and paste it here. Now we have some pitching going on here, which I think might just be at regular pitch, because this is like, this is the pitch that it's set at in the, well, let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty much the same pitch, but it's probably just center, because the MIDI is probably wrong. Yeah. So let's shift this down to C. Nice. Okay, now these drums are really loud for some reason. Let's turn them down. Okay, that's good. Now let's put the tambourine through the mixer track. Turn it down. Okay, now our bongos, let's give them a quick chorus. Since they're mono recordings, we want to enhance them a bit. Nice. Now let's go for a wave shaper. Wow, not Ferox. Mouse is so bad. Yeah, get that crunch on it. Nice. Let's check that with the original. And nothing happened. Okay, because we don't have this one enabled. Oh, I forgot. These are like wrongly pitched. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Like that pitch is wrong. Because it's just like shit putting the root note at C. Oh, that must be the why I always have so much problems with drums in these automatically created MIDIs, because they set the root note to C when they should be custom set. No more water. Some water soon. So that's, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, those are the right pitches. And I'm gonna say that this chorus is too much. And now it still says JB Ferox, which is dumb. Let's call this bongos. Really like those drums? Yeah, I like those drums too. They're nice and funky. And I don't think, actually, I don't like this attack anymore. Let's do this. Let's give it a little reverb though. But not that much. Let's turn this down. And give it some on the master. Nice. Lovely. Do the same for this one. Now let's check out the original. Yeah, they're really quiet. You can barely hear them, so I'd say that this one needs to be pitched down a little bit, because I can kind of hear it in the original. And I think it's lower. Now this is a little, oh wait, I think I said the, yeah. So let's see, let's compare that, because I know that C is usually the usually the pitch here. And let's turn this down, so that would be, turn the pitch down 4 semitones. That would correct it to, it should correct it to the original pitch. But I think that is not quite right. Ah, and this one is also panned to the left 25%. Yeah, because like if you do the spectrometer, I matched this at, oh yeah, I matched this at, so this needs to go higher. Can you take me higher? Ah, yeah, I actually just have to put it where it back where it originally was. Okay. So that might not be quite right. Yeah, there's like something here that wasn't there before. I matched this earlier and it worked just fine. So yeah, that'll be fine for now. I might have to check on this sample. Because now it's not matching up. Before it was. It sounds good except for this little dip right here. So I don't know. We'll have to go and check on that. But that'll do for now. Let me go and now remove this because this is annoying and always stays at the top. So this will do for now. Actually, I liked it better at center pitch. Yeah, that sounds really good at center pitch. Okay, so now this wave, I want to, it's really compressed partly because of how high it is. Yeah, okay. And then, I don't really need, I could use some chorus on it. Do turn it slower, and then turn it down quite a bit. Yeah, that really gives it some dimension. Maybe not. Okay, and then I also want to sort of filter out these really ultra high frequencies here. Nice. There we go. I think I want less, wow. Why did I call these bongos? I think I was just trying to get that out of there. So yeah, I think that was a little bit pushing it before. Nice, okay. Now it's time to master it. So let's go put a Maximus on the master. And then we will start with our bass. If you're on a phone, you won't be able to hear this. Sorry. So we'll cap our bass at 6 dB at like between 3 and 6. I'll raise it just a little bit just so it can reach up there and fill out. We want a nice full bass. And then let's go for our mids. You will be able to hear this if you're on a phone. There you go. Now this caps it very nicely at 3. And then on the highs, you'll also be able to hear this on the phone. Very well, actually. We'll cap this at 9. And raise it a little bit so it fills out. Maybe not that much, actually. Nice. Okay, now our master is filling out just nicely. Look at those levels. That's pretty nice. Actually, we might want to turn that down just a little bit. Okay, that sounds beautiful. And the pan flute, I think, is also pushing supersonic frequencies. Oh, actually, no, it's the square that's doing that. Let's monitor yeah, so we want to remove those ultra high frequencies on the master, too. Ooh, so this ending, I want to cut this short here. Nice. I think I actually want to make this just one note. Yeah, let's make this one long note. Lovely ending. All right, that's sounding really good. The original composer here. Let me check. All right. Actually, that ending doesn't really sound very good. I don't like that ending anymore. Can you restore a Marble Madness? Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I remember playing Marble Madness. I could, but I need to be commissioned for these things these days. I just don't really have time to go around restoring things like that, like for free all the time, because I get a lot of requests. Okay, so yeah, this sounds good, but I think this ending is a little bit, because it's like, this is already a resolution. So maybe I think I might want to sort of see if I can do this in the playlist. I know I want this This flam is already the 1 chord. This D, so if we can move this over here, then I can move this bass over here and have it lead into that final note. Then we can have a satisfying ending. Nice. Oh, the loop will be exactly how it is in the original. We always want it to loop the way it does in the original, and then just put the for the spin. So this is how it was looped in the original, right? Is it looped a different way? So I was assuming that it would sort of look like this. Okay, good. All right, so I think this is done. If anyone has any critiques, now is the time to say it. Or forever hold your peace. And this will be on YouTube tomorrow. And then tomorrow we will also come back to stream. We'll stream another one from Advance Wars because I think the person who commissioned this still has some to go. Yeah, they have a lot to go actually. So we'll be doing some more of Advance Wars and a few more of. I think we have like 1 or 2 more of Trials of Mana before that person's. Okay, y'all. Let's play this one more time, and then we'll head out for the day. Actually, wanna. That's gonna affect the rest of them. Actually, I don't want this to happen. I got the stamp of approval. Except I want this to end here. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to export this, and yeah, that'll be it. So we'll come back with, it sounds like the orchestral version. Ah, cool. That's good, right? Nice. Welcome, host. If I'm pronouncing that right, I don't know. We're actually just at the end of our stream, so we'll go now and come back tomorrow. This will be on YouTube tomorrow. We'll be back with another Advance Wars arrangement. All right. Thanks for coming to the stream, y'all, and this will be Jamming Sam signing off. Until tomorrow. Take care.